Hello YouTubes. Yesterday I attempted to repair a locomotive that one of my subscribers asked me to have a look at. It didn't go to plan. We have another one from said subscriber. Hopefully we'll have a bit more success today. After yesterday's disaster, I'm not holding out much hope for this one, but we'll give it a shot. Inside here we have the Southern Pacific tender. Nice, it's got metal wheels, doesn't have pickup, but we could always add pickup if Nicholas really wants it. But this loco should be big enough that we don't need tender pickup. So we don't need to do anything with that one, thank goodness. Let's see what we've got then. Straight off, we'll get something with much less breakable parts, which is nice. Oh, I've already had two of the screws off of this one for some reason. That's the two little screws from there and there. Oh, the mechanism looks good. And I can tell straight away that we've got the same problem with the unsynced bars. With a bit of, oh my goodness, look at the zigzag going on there. So either those two are out or those two are out. But hopefully we can actually fix this one. I think that's the only problem. I'll give this a very brief shot with the power. Make sure the motor does in fact work. Power on. Well, you can see that straight away. You see how that one's, they're not straight. Oh dear. Let's not break it in the first go. Okay, again, motor seems to be good, but these are out of sync, and to be honest, I think that's the only problem with this. So let's get this whole section off, lifted up, and see what's going on with the axles. So as I said, I've already taken those two screws out. I believe we have this screw at the back. Immediately trying to lose the washer. That also holds the coupler on for the tender. And there's a screw at the front. With a bit of luck, this will lift off. Let me get my cradle for this. Makes it a bit safer. Right, are you going to behave and lift off? It is not immediately lifting off, and I don't see any other screws. Let's flip it over, see if there's anything on the top. I always like to check down the chimney hole, see if there's anything down there. Don't see anything there. I hope it's not been glued down. Let's try a bit of levering. Oh, the whole thing's coming out, which is a bit odd. I think, like before, the front hooks into the front of the body there. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Although there's not so much to break, there's also not very much detail on that. Oh, what's that? The light bulb just fell out. I don't even know how that was connected. That obviously fits in there somehow, so I need to try and figure that out. Right, okay, don't be disheartened. Let's continue. Still haven't got this bit off. It does look as if it just separates there, right? Don't have any more screws. Maybe it's just never been off and it's a bit tight. Maybe try some gentle persuasion in here. Definitely not seeing any other means of it being held in place. Just checking the worm gear there, which is really dry. Right, I've got to get this off, so let's be brave. Just wiggle it, pull it, wiggle it. Oh, that's really tight. Let's see if the front wants to cooperate. What's going on in there? I wonder if there's a hidden screw in there. I don't even know what that is. There's a... I don't know what that is, honestly. I'm so confused. What is this little thing? It's kind of like a filament inside a glass cylinder. But is it a smoke thing? I don't know, because I don't see where it's getting the power from. It's a thin wire that goes from the top there to there, and there's a wire at the bottom going to there. If that was pointing down the way, how would that work as a smoke generator? Okay, let's put that aside. Anyway, there's no screw in there. I really don't know what's holding this on. I think it's just never been off. Let's see if we can leave it in there. Oh, there we go. That was terrifying. So we do have a little wire here going to the rear pickups, or the rear bogie pickups. I think I'll just disconnect that for now before it breaks off. And we'll put that to the side. Okay, now we can get in here and see what is going on. Now this one's slightly different from the one we did yesterday. This one's got the gear there. Yesterday the gear was on that one, which I think is a little bit better than the gear at the back trying to move every single axle along. So what did we decide? Which one? The two middle ones need to be rotated. So let's get this one out, rotate the gear around to there. And that one should actually follow suit because it's not on a gear. Now, what I'm seeing here is the quartering is way off. I know from yesterday that this bar here, or that pin, should be 90 degrees from the one on that side. At the moment they kind of look exactly the same. I'm not even sure how that's possible. Let's see if these are loose. They're not. These are tight. That one just broke off. So that one is not, that one's got a massive crack all the way down it. So that's not going to help. In fact, that's got a crack as well. They've all got cracks. I'm noticing cracks everywhere. Let me show you closer. So, the first one, massive crack there. Well, that's pretty much split in half all the way down. This one, also got a crack there. And all the way around the other side. That one, which is just fallen off, it's got a crack all the way through. And that one also has a crack. Is it all the way through? Yep, all the way through as well. So we're at that stage again. Do we continue or do we just give up at this point? Because I don't have spare gears. The good thing is though, oh my goodness, it just disintegrated. Oh my goodness. I mean, I could try and glue them together for now. The good news is that if I glue them, they've got a square end, so they're not going to rotate. So maybe I should just glue them. Absolutely nothing to lose. I mean, it's not like I'm going to ruin my reputation as an awesome locomotive repairer, am I? I'll give it a shot. What type of glue? I think we'll try super glue again, but I need to clean all the surfaces because super glue does not like to adhere to anything that's a wee bit oily. So we'll take all these little gears off, clean them up, super glue them. Well, this is strange. Do you see that isolator there? That one there? It's quite a bit longer than all the others. And I noticed when I put this wheel in, come on, behave. It's actually sticking out like way too far. So does that mean someone's been in here already and they've replaced it with the wrong spacer? Basically, I'll need to cut off one end of that. What on earth? This is the worst thing about doing repairs for other people. You have no idea of the history. But yeah, there's no way that that isolator is going to work because the wheels cannot get close enough for gauge. Oh boy. Okay, I'll need to take this one off again after me gluing it in place and then trim it down. Well, I might be able to just, I've only glued in the one side, which is nice and solid. So if I trim that bit there, because the rest are all quite short. Unbelievable. All right, let me continue. Right, everything's glued in place and quartered. I'll let you see in a second. Decided to look up the internet. First of all, this little thing here is indeed the smoke generator, so I need to make sure I get that wired back in. And then I decided to look up Bachmann to find out about the replacement gears because it should be a simple fix. They're square holed, so it's really easy to quarter them if they're not cracked and broken. However, I cannot find them on Bachmann USA or well, there isn't a Bachmann Canada. But Bachmann North America, you can't get those, but you can get them in the UK. So, and they're only like £2 each. So for like £10 plus shipping, you should have the whole set, Nicholas, because I'm not getting them, but you're welcome to. And now that you've seen the video, you can see it's relatively easy to replace them all if you can get them. So I'll bring you back when all the glue is set. I'm not going to try and turn anything until the glue is hardened, okay? Been there. Got the t-shirt. See you shortly. Okay, the glue should be dry now. I will be putting in some grease in this gear. Give it every chance possible of rotating freely. There's only two gears anyway that I need to lube. The one coming from the motor and the one going to the only drive wheel. We'll get to the top in a second and make sure that's lubricated. So now that these are all quartered properly, they all just pop into place. As long as that one's in the right place, everything else will follow suit. Like so. This isolator's swollen up a bit, so that might give us a bit of trouble. Might have to file that down. However, everything looks quartered properly. There at 3 o'clock, and there at 6 o'clock, so we should be good. Right, let it. Where did that come from? Oh, that's the little screw from this wire. Don't panic, I know where it goes. Right, I'm not going to try and turn the motor until this covers on, because all the gears will pop up and give us all sorts of grief. So what did we decide? We'll put the back in first, pop that down, like so. And that should be enough to give it a go. I'll get some grease in this worm gear, shall we? Give that a wee spinneroo. Things should be turning. Things should be turning. Oh, they're not turning because I'm not actually turning the gear. There we go. Okay, right, I guess we have to give it a shot. Split frame again, so I just need to touch the power from one side and the other, and hopefully they will all turn as they're supposed to. Let's find out. Power on, halfway. Contact that side. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, all the isolators are a little bit swollen, unfortunately. They might wear down over time. Let's go full speed. That'll help wear the plastic down. It works. Should try it the other way, right? Let's try it on the track, because we don't need to put the shell on for that. Right, let's see if we've got any success whatsoever. Sort of successful, fairly horrible. But that's what happens when you try and glue isolators in place. They're not exactly straight. And now nothing. Just gonna, oh, there we go. Maybe it just needs a run in. Oh boy. Well, I think we can all agree, you can't fix everything with super glue. It needs new plastic isolators, all for the gear, and 3 plain plastic isolators with square holes. I had a look for them in back in North America. They don't seem to have them. You can get them in the UK though. So I priced them up $50 to get here. $50 for 4 tiny bits of plastic. Most of that is actually postage, like $30 in postage, $40 in postage, plus tax. Oh, it's nonsense. So if anyone has got a contact for me to get these things for Nicholas, let me know. If anyone's got spares lying about, let me know. I think I'll be seeing this one again because I really want to get this one working right, and I think it just needs gears and it'll be perfect. For now, I'm going to put the shell back on, put the smoke machine back in, put the bulb back in, screw it all together. Fingers crossed we make it round a lap. Might be a bit lumpy, but we could get there. Okay, tomorrow, scenery, mountains, got to get it done. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.